Welcome. In this video session, we will discuss on the read system call. A read system call is used to read the contents of the file. In order to use the read system call, we have to include the required header files as shown. The read system call takes the parameter file descriptor which has been obtained from the open system call, and we have to pass the buffer and specify the number of bytes required to read. The read system call returns a number of bytes actually read. This parameter is an unsigned integer. The buffer argument supplies the address of the memory buffer into which the input data read needs to be placed. The buffer must be at least count bytes long. This means that let's say we have to read 10 bytes of data from file. In that case, the buffer should have at least 10 bytes. This buffer cannot be less than 10 bytes. The buffer is present in the user space and the pointer to the buffer is passed on to the read system call. The read system call reads the data from the file and copies from the kernel mode to the user mode. As a note, read does not allocate any memory. The user has to allocate the memory and pass to the read system call. The buffer that is being specified here is the memory that is allocated by the user in user space. The successful call to read returns the number of bytes actually read. 0 byte if it has reached end of the file, or read system call returns -1 if there is an error. We will have a look into the C program. Also, note that read system call is used to read from a regular file, a pipe, socket and FIFO. We will discuss on topics like pipe, FIFO in upcoming sessions. Now, let us see example of read system call on a regular file. In this example of read system call, we are opening the file input.txt in read-only mode. The system call open is used to open the file, and in case of any error, we exit from the program. If the open system call is success, we further read the contents of the file. Before reading the content of the file, we have to allocate buffer. So here we have taken buffer of 20 bytes and we are calling read system call and passing the file descriptor that is obtained from the open system call, and pass the buffer pointer and specify the number of bytes that has to be read from the file. Now fd points to the file input.txt. In this example, we are making 3 reads. This is to showcase the successive read behavior. Now, in the first read, we are reading 10 bytes of data, and in second read, we are trying to read 11 bytes of data, and in third read, we are again trying to read 10 bytes of data. Now, let us see the output of this program. Now, let us compile the program and execute the program. We have compiled the program, and now let us see the contents of the input file. The input.txt has these contents. Now, let us execute the program and analyze its output. When we execute the program, we can see that in the program we have called the read system call 3 times. In the first read, the user has requested for 10 bytes of data. Now let us see its output. 10 bytes of data is also been returned from the read system call, and the first 10 bytes of data, hi welcome, is being printed. Now when the second system call uh, read is being called, the user requests for 11 bytes of data, but in this case only 9 bytes of data are being returned. This is because after the first 10 bytes of data is being returned, there is no 11 bytes of data present, and it returns whatever the data is present within the input.txt file, and hence it has remaining 9 bytes of data here and returns the 9 bytes of data. Now in the third read system call, there is no more data that is being left, and hence 0 bytes of data is being read. And here we can see that the end of the file has been reached and there is no more data to be read. Also here we can, as a note, we can see that when we open the file, we are printing the file descriptor. Here the file descriptor that is obtained here is 3. So in the earlier videos, we had explained that in a process, we have file descriptor 0192 as default for standard input, standard output, and standard error. So now when we make a open system call, we get the next available file descriptor. In the next class, we will discuss on write system call. Thank you.